All right, so let's do this. We're gonna get into the shoulders. Again, help them stay open. Legs, as always, a little bit of hips. Perfect. Take a seat, comfortable seat for you, legs crossed on your knees, whatever feels better. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. Hands will rest on your thighs or on your knees if you're cross-legged. Close your eyes. You're just gonna slow everything down. Drop through your butt bones, lengthen through your head. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Just through the nose this time. Breathe in. Sit up a little bit taller. Breathe out. Good. Blink your eyes open. As you breathe in, you're going to flip your palms out. Swing your arms up nice and high above your head. Drag your shoulders down. Again, notice if you've already rocked forward, whether you're sitting on your butt bones or on your heels, you need to pull those hip bones up. Give that baby support. As you exhale, I'll turn around so you can see it. You're going to drop your right forearm back to the mid-back. Left forearm is going to land somewhat on top of it, and you're trying to grab your elbows. So as close to your elbows as you can get. For some of you, it might look like that. For some of you, it might look like that. But if you can walk it in and grab those elbows, that's what you want to do. Notice when you grab your elbows, it's probably puffed everything forward, right? Because it likes to sit in that mid-back. We want to get rid of that. So think of your ribs moving into that hole in between your arms you just made, and then yourself is sitting up a little bit taller. Shoulders are going to drag down, and shoulders want to round forward, but we're trying to stay really wide. So let the shoulders roll open. Ribs are moving back. If that already feels like enough, just keep it and breathe. If you want more, hold on tight to your arms and try to pull your elbows away from each other. You'll get a little deeper stretch. Again, if that's too much, let it go. Just be careful of the sinking. Keep supporting that baby long behind your neck. You're almost there. Breath in. Breath out. Drop the shoulders even more. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Let that release nice and slow. Little roll of the shoulders, and then flip the palms out. Again, swoop them up. This time it's the left forearm that's going to drop first. Right will be on top-ish or kind of in front of, whatever that makes more sense to you. Grab your elbows. This side might be looser, which is great. For me it is. It also might be tighter. So take a moment. Again, notice that you've sunk. It's normal. Just pull those hip bones up, move the ribs back. And again, if the upper body is rounding, we want to try to get rid of that stickiness by lifting up and wrapping your shoulders down your back. If you want that pull the elbows away from each other. If you're good as you are, go for it. If you need a little movement in the neck or jaw, go for it. Just a couple more rounds. Good. Inhale, swoop your arms up high. Good. Exhale, we're going to go into an eagle wrap. I'll show you forward. Your right arm is going to swoop underneath your left. Underneath your left. So right's on the bottom, left's on top. If you can double wrap the arms and grab towards your palms, great. Maybe yours looks better than mine. Mine's kind of a little limited here. If that doesn't work, you're just going to reach back and grab your shoulder blades. So either way. But again, the same thing that just happened is probably what's going to happen. You're going to tilt yourself forward. So find the wrap that makes sense to you. Whether you're grabbing shoulder blades or grabbing towards your arms or forearms, you're going to lift your elbows up, pull the hip bones up, and settle the torso really long. So breathe in, keep lifting up. Breathe out, drag your shoulders down your back, long behind your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, swoop your arms up above your head. Exhale, arms are just going to come down. You're going to shift forward into all fours. We're going to give those legs a little bit of a break. So if they need to extend really quick, do that. Nice long cat-cow shape. So press into your hands. Knees walk hip width distance at least. Inhale, eyes high, belly drops. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good. Flat spine, flip your toes, press into your hands. You're going to lift up to hover. Notice the belly wants to sink. You're going to push through the butt bones, lengthen through the head, more weight into the fingertips for 3, for 2. Good, 1, knee soften down, not there too long. Take a seat back on your heels, other side, arms are gonna swoop up, 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 up. This time left goes under right, left elbow under right. If you did that side the other time, just switch it out. Elbows come up, shoulders go down, but belly moves wide and supported. Breathe in, elbows lift. Breathe out, shoulders down. Breathe in, elbows lift. Breathe out, shoulders down. Keep dragging that baby up. Give it support. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Unravel your arms. Swoop them up above your head. This time you're going to gaze up. Notice that you want to shift forward in the pelvis. Again, I want you to drop heavier through your butt bones. Pull your hip bones up. Wrap your arms and let your heart just radiate. If you're only just lifting straight up, great. If a little back bend starts to happen and that feels good, always and that feels good, keep it. Belly is up, chest is wide for 3, just for 2. Good, 1, come back to neutral first, arms swing by your side. Juicy shoulder rolls, up and back, up and forward. Let go of all the stickiness. Neck might need to move as well. Good. We're going to come back to those cat-cow shapes, but we're going to flip our arms around. So for our standard cat-cow, fingers are facing forward. I want you to lift them up and spin the pinkies in towards each other. Pinkies in towards each other. For some reason, a lot of us go the other way. That's pretty hard to do, and it doesn't feel very good. So your pinkies will face towards each other, thumbs on the outside. Good, and for me, I'm really tight in my wrists. You might be tight in your wrists as well, so I need to walk my hands much closer to my knees than they would be for a standard all fours. Long in the spine, we'll find cat-cows here, fingers as wide as they go. Inhale, eyes high, belly drops. Exhale, round. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Good. Take a seat, so walk those knees in, peel the hands up, let that go, roll them out. Other way too. Maybe you flip the tops of the hand down, give them a little stretch, let them feel really nice. We're about to use them, so we need them. Hands down, all four shape. Flip your toes. If you want to hover again, you're going to go for it if you're feeling nice and strong today. If you want to test yourself, hover. If not, just stay here. But I want weight into the fingertips, butt bones active, head forward no matter where you are. If you're hovering, you're here just for 3, just for 2, 1. Whew, good. Downward facing dog. Movement if you need it. Stillness if you don't. Baby gets a little release. Head gets a little release. Good. And then press into your fingertips more. Soft bend through your knees. We want to sag like crazy here, more active. Keep thinking of the ribs moving into the skin on your back. Heels dropping, belly is still nice and supported. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees. Waddle on up to the top of your mat. Feet go as wide as they need. You know what we need. Knees bend a lot. You're going to drop all of the weight. You're going to sway. This should feel nice. Blocks are there if you need them. Sometimes it just feels nice to rest on those blocks. Maybe just hang out for a little bit. Good. Hands on blocks or shins. Feet are going to come back to a workable hip width. So for me, it's wider than hip width. If wider feels better to you, go for it. If more narrow feels better, go for it. Press into the feet, especially the front of the feet. You're going to half lift your spine. Move the heart forward, belly in, wide chest. Stay forward, exhale, fold. Just one more today like that. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Good. Right foot is really wide, so I want you to step it almost like it's in between those blocks, and then draw your left foot back in space. That'll be a low lunge. If you stepped your right foot in too much, you'll know because it's squishing the baby. So move it out as wide as you need. Left hand on one side of the right foot, right hand on the other side of the right foot. Just a low lunge. So if you need to move it around a little, bend and straighten or wiggle it, whatever you need to do to make it nice and strong, find that. Press into your right foot, lengthen your heart and chest. Big breath in. Shift forward to the left toes, drop the left knee down, step down. Crescent moon, Anjayasana, arms are going to swoop up in space. Left toes can be relaxed or active, whatever feels good to you. But notice the sinking, right? Always the sinking. Pick that baby up. Pick that baby up. You want a nice long stretch through the front of the left hip. Hips are squeezing in. We're not sagging one way or the other or forward or back. We're getting out of the spine so the low back is really happy. Perfect. Press down into your right foot. Arms swoop up above your head just like before. Eagle wrap. So any variation of, I'll go for my shoulder blades this time. For those of you that are there, elbows lift up. Shoulders drag down. Good. So really pull that left hip bone forward and up. See how much more active that just got? Breathe in. Breathe out. If you feel good here, start to take your gaze up with the elbows. Shoulders are down. Keep pressing that left hip bone up and forward, up and forward. Step into your right foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Unravel your arms. Inhale, arms come up above your head. Draw them down to the ground or your blocks, half splits. Right leg's gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle forward until it straightens-ish. And by straight, I mean it can totally be bent. That's fine. You can flex the foot or point it. Just drop the body weight. Hands are on the ground, again, or on blocks, but they're right underneath your shoulders no matter where they are. If you need a moment to sway the hips, let all of that go, go for it. Good. And then we'll get active. So I want you to pull your right hip back in space, start to lift your heart up. And again, mine just came up probably about 2 feet. So it doesn't matter how high it comes up. What matters is that the spine is straight. We tend to dome in the upper back. I want you to pull heart forward, right hip back. Heart forward, right hip back. If you can flex that right foot, go for it. If not, just let it stay soft. That's fine. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Good. You're going to release all of that down. You're going to shift forward into that right leg. This time your right hand with your block or not is going to come inside. Right foot's going to wiggle long and forward. So now you're getting a lot of space and stretch into that left hip. If you want this passive, you can stay where you are. You can drop down onto your forearms. If you want it more active, left toes can flip. You're strong and lifted. Again, blocks are either underneath your hands or they are not. Some people like a block underneath that left thigh, underneath that left knee, so it's a little bit taller and higher. Maybe that feels good and supportive to you. You can kind of play around. Again, it's for you, so do what feels good. Just a couple more rounds here. Good. Lift your chest up. Left hand is going to stay on the ground or it's going to stay on a block. I need the space, so I'm going to go for a block. You're going to push into your right foot and lift up a little bit. Right arm's going to swing back in space. You bend your left knee. If you can grab your foot, great. If not, you're just going to reach back and twist. So one or the other, both are perfectly fine. If you're grabbing the foot, you're trying to pull the heel in and sink just a little bit forward, but be careful in that low spine. You still want to be a little active through the right foot. Deep, deep stretch into the groin. The thigh, rather. Breath in. Right shoulder soft, breathe out. Breath in. Breath out. Slow release. Try not to slingshot. Good. Plant your hands, blocks or not. Left leg is long. Shift into your right foot. Big step forward. You're in your wide forward fold again. Let all that go. Shake it out. Hopefully right side feels a little looser than the left. Feet walk back to where they can manage. Plant down, half lift. And fold. Half lift. And fold. Left foot steps forward a bit. Right leg moves back in space. You're in your low lunge, but you're going to wiggle it again as wide as you need to wiggle it. Make space in it. Stretch it out. Whew. Shift forward. Tips of the right toes. Right knee comes down, press into that left foot, lift yourself up, settle the hips. It's as if someone's hands are squeezing you in, so you're getting really long and lifted. Arms come up above your head, eagle wrap, left goes under right. So again, you're either full wrapping or grabbing the shoulder blades, whatever feels good. We're sinking, we always do. Pull it up, so step into the ground, really push into the ground. Breathe in, elbows lift. Breathe out, shoulders down. Breathe in, elbows lift. Breathe out, shoulders down. If you want more, maybe gaze starts to go up. Maybe not, but maybe. If it feels really wobbly, step into that left foot. Step, 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 step down. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, step into that left foot, breathe in. Yeah, you did it, breathe out, come back to neutral, arms swoop up, hinge forward, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana, hinge, bend the knee, move the knee, wiggle everything around, head can drop for a moment. Good. Then you're gonna flex the left foot if it feels good, let it be soft if not. Lift that heart way up, so you're in a half lift now. Again, you probably came up a couple feet, I did, that's fine, or maybe you're more flexible in your legs, awesome. Maybe you came up a couple inches. Pull your left pinky toes back and your shoulders back, your chest is wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, fold that forward and down. You're gonna shift back into that low lunge-like shape. Left hand comes inside a left foot, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Runner's lunge, lizard's pose, whatever you call it, blocks or hands on the ground. Get long in the right leg, move it around and see, does it feel nice to keep it lifted? Maybe you're lifted for a couple breaths. Maybe you soften it down. And again, you're just making sure your left knee is in line with or behind your left ankle. What tends to happen is this action. And then the knee is way in front of the toes. That's really bad for the ligaments and tendons inside the knee. Right? We never want to overstretch them. So one time might not bother you too much, but over time it will. So really move that foot forward, forward, forward. Just a couple more rounds. You're right there. Last round in. Last round out. Good. Plant your hands, lift your heart. Right hand is on the ground or on a block, whatever you need. Left arm lifts up to swing back in space, so you're twisting. If the twist feels like enough, stay. If you want more, bend that right knee, reach back and grab your foot. One side might be way tighter than the other, as always. Notice if you're sinking, lift up a little bit, breath in. Let that baby just hang as you twist. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, slowly let it go. Try not to slingshot. Active through the right leg. Shift to the left foot. Little momentum, step forward, wide-legged forward fold. Just fold, let all of that go. Half lift, maybe fingers on shins now. Exhale, release, plant your hands. You're gonna step back, high plank, or if you want your knees on the ground, you're gonna shift and put the knees on the ground. Wide through your chest, not here long. Press into the ground just for 3. Just for 2. 1, downward facing dog. Good, one more breath in. One more breath out. Soften your knees down to the ground. Right back to where we started. Legs got nice and stretched, they should feel great. We're just gonna let the chest round and soften itself. So you're gonna give yourself a big hug. Right arm is gonna go underneath the left arm. You're gonna reach around and grab your shoulder blades. Press your shoulders down and puff your heart forward. Breathe in. Support that baby. Breathe out. Breath in. Breath out. Arms swing out wide. Breathe in. Left under right. Big hug. Walk your arms back, 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 back. Close to the shoulder blades as they can get. Pull your shoulder blades apart. Press your shoulders down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, then let's let the heart open up. Little roll to the shoulders if you need. Still on your knees, or if it's more comfortable, you're sitting with your legs crossed. Hands are gonna walk behind you, thumbs are pointed in. You're just gonna lift your heart up. So press your heart through your shoulders, wrap your shoulders down and expand your chest. Breath in. Soft shoulders, wide chest, breathe out. One more, breath in. Breath out. Walk yourself all the way up to a seat. You're gonna stand up on your knees. Block goes in between your knees if you have it for stability. Hands go to your low back, camel. So again, we're gonna sink. Instead, you're gonna push your butt down. Roll your shoulders out of the way. Pull your shoulders down. Baby hip bones go up, eyes go up, and your heart's opening. Your job is to squeeze your elbows and puff your heart. So don't even think about going backwards. Just squeeze your elbows and puff your heart. Squeeze your elbows and puff your heart. Baby up, belly up. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently lift yourself all the way back up. Move that block, take a seat down on your heels, hands on your thighs, close your eyes, just breathe in. Let that go. Breathe in. Let that go. Take a seat, so release your legs long in front of you. Let them go, let them shake. You can stay facing the direction you are. I'll just shift around. You're gonna widen your legs, nice and wide. You're just gonna roll yourself forward and down. Blocks are there, hands are there, head falls. Just a couple rounds here, let everything slow down. Good, gently roll yourself up to a seat. Comfortable seat, legs crossed, any direction you want. On thigh. Breath in. Breath. Hands up to heart center. Breath in. Shoulders and breath soft out. Chin into your chest. Thank yourself for slowing down, giving yourself a couple minutes, taking care of yourself. One more breath in. One more breath out. That's it. You did it. Great job. Be nice to yourself today. You just did something really cool. Take care of yourself. Breathe. I'll see you later. Bye.